Ford Cruller is preoccupied. I'm Ford Cruller now. And your first mission, Psychonauts, is stop being weird. You're being a very weird game. You in the back that thinks he's Napoleon in the straitjacket. You're being weird. Stop it. Welcome back to Psychonauts. Previously, we met a bunch of legitimately crazy people. Asylum and straitjackets and everything. We decided to go back to the unprofessional crazy people. The ones that don't realize that they're actually crazy. Yet. And Ford Cruller was feeling a little forlorn. I don't know why. I mean, we are attempting to save the world and everything. And it looks like it's hopeless. But it really isn't. By the way, where happened to all the de-brained kids, too? They're not in the main lodge. Maybe he has some answers.
You're the only one left, son. Can't even make a connection with Sasha or Mia right now for some reason.
Sasha said he had some official Psychonauts business.
Impossible. I would know it if they did. No, something's happened to them. Rasputin, listen. You're the only one who can stop Oleander now.
What about you?
I can't leave this cave, Rasputin. Not as the Ford Cruller you know.
What? Why?
Years ago, I was in a terrible psychic duel that left me barely alive.
Yeah, I read about that. They said your psyche was shattered, that you lost your mind. But you seem fine to me.
Yes, when I'm down here near the Psytanium mother lode. The concentrated power of the Psytanium pulls my thoughts together, keeps me like my old self. But if I leave this sanctuary, my psyche becomes disjointed, and I fall into one of my other personalities, with no memory of who I really am. I'd be no use to you unless you needed something raked or mopped.
Well, you can call headquarters and get help.
The Psychonauts won't listen to me. They wrote me off as a loon years ago. That's why Sasha and Mia have to take on all my missions. Headquarters doesn't know I'm the one behind the assignment, so they'd never get approved. But Sasha and Mia seem to be out of commission now. You have to be my field agent, Rasputin. Are you ready?
To become a Psychonaut for real? Of course.
Yes.
Good. You have to find where that monster took the girl. And if you locate any of the other children's brains along the way, bring them back to me for recranialization. Understand?
Ew. I mean, yes, sir.
I'll admit this scene is a little late. This scene actually shows up somewhere around the time that the lungfish steals Lily, and before you go to Lungfishopolis. That's usually when this flags up, but you can activate it at any time. It's a pretty sad scene, though. Ford Cruller got into a fight with his nemesis, and now he has multiple personality disorder on an epic level. No wonder he keeps on thinking he's a chef, or a janitor, or a park ranger. But we have some of those brains that he mentioned.
Well, the good thing about you finding that kid's brain, besides the whole thinking and feeling they'll be able to do now, is that they will be adding their subconscious mental attention to your quest, and their energy will increase your mental health potential.
That sounds great. But is the surgery going to be dangerous?
Nothing's dangerous when you have the right tools. Messy, yes, but not dangerous.
And so that's why, even though she is a girl, and we are good friends, she is not technically my girlfriend.
Well, I can tell you one thing. My dad is never going to send me to this camp again. Where's Kitty? Never mind. I'll find her.
So, as you can imagine, we are in some bad trouble.
Sounds like it's time something bad happened to our fine coach.
Well, let me tell you what our plan is.
Please, you have your plan, I have mine. But say no more.
The end.
Okay, here's the plan. I'm gonna go get on the coach's radio and call for help.
See, now that's an excellent idea. Why can't everyone be so helpful?
Yeah, I modified the antenna, so now it broadcasts straight into outer space.
Oh, man. And so, long story short, we're hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst.
Well, there's only one thing that can make this better. Pedicure. See ya!
So, any questions?
Is Elton okay?
Well, he'll be fully brained soon, I promise.
When he comes out, tell him I'm waiting for him down by the docks, okay?
Hey, do you want to help us save the... Typical. And that's why we need your help more than anybody's.
Well, shut my mouth. I better go patrol the living quarters, guard the women folk and all. Say, is my hombre walking around yet?
Not yet, but soon.
I just hope he forgives me for acting like such a dang fool.
And that's why finding your brain in particular was my highest priority.
You know, I'll bet if JT wasn't so distracted, this wouldn't have happened. He's probably with that prissy little show pony right now.
No, actually I think her mind's on other things at the moment.
Well, maybe I'll go see what's up. One of us at least should be guarding the sleeping quarters.
Agent Cruller?
What is the current situation?
Well, that's what happens when you deliver a whole bunch of brains at once.
I've been...
Everyone has their own little thing to say and their own little plan to save the camp. And it helps. I guess in some way. I don't know what Kitty's has to do with anything. Or Milka's for that matter. And as you can tell, I have a lot more mental energy now. Try and kill me now, random evil mind enemies. Yeah. Now, we could head back to the GPC right now, get the final scavenger hunt item, but I forgot one. I can't believe I forgot it. It's at Sasha 9's lab. And we might as well check out something else while we're here, too.
Yep.
Remember what Cruller said? Sasha 9 and Mia are missing. But I have a way to get into their mind. Do they know what's going on? Do they know a little bit more of the story? You can at least check out Sasha's at least. Because Mia was kind of hard to get to. She's at the very end of her level. I want to get up there. Let me jump. There we go. Apparently it won't let you jump to get this fossil if you're hung up on something in your levitation mode. I don't know, it's weird like that. But let's go back into the hub. I forget what it is. Collective Unconscious, that's what it is. And we'll find that some things have changed. We got Boyd's mind, we could go back in there. And in fact, I found out what this TV screen is at least. It's the cobwebs. I couldn't remember that. So it's cobwebs, figments, baggage, and vaults. And as you can see, I sorted a lot of these areas out. Mia's dance party. She has some cobwebs, but I ain't gonna deal with cobwebs. Our brain has some cobwebs in it. So does that one. This is basic braining. It's open now. We don't have a vault in there. What is he keeping from us?
Not much to do here except clean up all the cobwebs, collect all the figments, and get any vaults that are left.
Pretty much you get that message whenever you enter an area you've been at before. This shows up as well too.
You've reached the brain of Coach Gander.
But Coach is out to lunch.
I'm currently occupied with matters in another part of my mind right now. But for those students who'd like to run the course again for extra credit or for a makeup exam, I'll leave it open. But I won't be here to watch over you, so please, children, be careful.
He sounds so caring.
Your minds mean everything to us.
Okay, never mind. Well, we gotta teleport to the cannon. The vault is at where there's the flamethrowers and the trapeze-looking things. We gotta head there. And this is pretty much the closest area to it. I mean, you could take the final obstacle, but I don't think you could go back through that grind area. And I forgot how loud and noisy this is. But at least the coach isn't yipping at us, and this cannon is shut down for good. So if you feel lazy, you could go and get the baggage later without having to dodge bullets. Me, I'm okay with dodging bullets. And also, if you haven't noticed it, this place has some weird gravity. And this area is so much easier when you have levitation. Why don't we do Mia's course first before we do basic braining? Huh? How about it? Just watch this. I could cheat through most of this course now. Oh, I still gotta jump on these, sadly. Hopefully this thing doesn't start lagging out on me again. That would make me irritated. You know what? Skip it. Skip all of it. Yeah! Take that. That's what I think about you and your cobwebs, Coach Oleander. I bet the vault's something lame, like that his true plans about the death tanks and all. I bet it's just one big red herring and it won't show us anything important about the character at all. I'm saying this without any prior knowledge to what's in that vault. Nope is completely blind. I don't know what you're talking about. Doo-doo-doo! Alright, the vault is hanging out right here, behind this cobweb. Show me your secrets, Coach Oleander. Ah! Something embarrassing. Good. I could tweet this on Psybook or whatever psychics use as social networking. He's too short for military service. Got kicked out of the Army, the Air Force, and the Navy. Such discrimination. Wait, what military division is that? The United Cooks of America? Well, at least somebody has to supply the food to the soldiers. It's too short for everybody. So he has a Napoleon complex, while Fred has a Napoleon complex. Yeah. No wonder Oleander's messed up. He has some rage. Some latent rage going on. Well, we could finish this area and go back out the way we came. That cobweb over there, not important. Yeah, all the way in the distance off to the right. Let's just sneak out with the smelling salts.
Man, these things smell terrible.
It's weird that Coach Oleander has not figured out that we were just back inside his brain. He's really occupied. And since we're here, let's check out Sasha's mind. The shooting gallery. At least I could talk to him. He's a level-headed guy that just hates Tiffany lamps. Oh, and by the way, I looked in the manual. It says he hates Tiffany lamps because he worked in a factory that makes them. So, don't make Tiffany lamps for a living. You'll grow to hate them.
Rasputin, I'm so glad to see you. What's happened?
Coach Oleander is trying to take over the world with a fleet of psychic death tanks, armed with the stolen brains of my fellow campers. Where are you?
I have no idea. I seem to be asleep or in a trance.
Well, don't worry about it. Ford and I are on the case.
Okay, I'd love to join you, but I think I need to focus on maintaining some level of brain activity.
Ooh, I can help with that. Let me shoot up the place.
Oh, would you like to run the course again?
Yeah, Run the course? But all that sensor overload stuff, that was an accident.
Oh, Raz, I knew you were going to overload that switch. I would have done the same thing at your age. It was all arranged to make you an expert fighter, and it worked. Now, if you'd like to run the course again, just shoot the controller on any given face. To close that face up and open another, shoot any sensor valves you see. Fair enough?
Even the part where the giant sensor had you on the stamp?
Okay, that part got a little out of hand. We won't be seeing him again.
Pretty much that last part of the scene had to do with any time you go back to Sasha's mind after you finish it. The beginning part is completely after you realize that there's death tanks. And you can just run this level again. Kill some sensors, avoid the mega sensor. He doesn't show back up again. Sasha's right about that. So, next time on Psychonauts, let's go back to the asylum and fix some legitimately crazy people. We need to solve a puzzle. Good night, folks.